Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So please like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. I almost said Willow's Wisdom. I'm from both. But anyways, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I've just been so irritated today. It's almost like, it feels like everything's hitting me all at once, and I don't know, it doesn't even feel like much at all, but I'm just like, for some reason. So I'm trying to center myself and get out of that energy. But change is the main energy here. Change is coming. It is occurring. It's not just coming. It's happening as we speak. And it feels like in small doses, even if it doesn't feel small or minor in the moment. It's almost like preparing. There's a preparing for a major change, a major shift. No matter what that change or shift is. Something's changing around. It does feel like it's for the better. It feels good, but because this doesn't feel like a tower, like a sudden shock or anything, because this is a gradual shift, but it still feels kind of unsettling, like a headache, but it's for the best within the situation. Fortune meets opportunity. So yeah, good things are coming in, even if you can't see it in the moment. Even if it's not like in your face, because it just feels like it's difficult. Whatever this transitionary period is, it's difficult. But it's for the best because something good is coming in because of this unnecessary fear. So if you're fearing these changes, the situation, the unknown, like what to expect, don't, because I feel like there's a fortunate series of events that's going to occur here. Like something good is coming because you did heed warnings, you listened to yourself. You know what to expect, even if you don't. Like, it's weird because I feel like intuitively you definitely know, like, you know what to expect. You've been shown the outcome or whatever this is that's coming up for you. And I feel like you've maneuvered through many obstacles and difficulties to get to this point, and you have avoided a lot of problems because you chose to heed warnings, to listen to yourself. You made the right choices in this situation, so there's really nothing to fear, is what I feel going on here. So let's see, what is fortune meets opportunity? I just heard love is coming in. So love is coming in. For some of you, love comes in many forms, but that kind of feels like romantic love. It's not just the love of a friend or family member, but love is coming in. You definitely handled this situation with love. Even if you didn't want to, is what I just heard. Even if you didn't want to say or do whatever, you did the right thing here. We have sorrow, yeah. Despair, suffering, anguish, sadness. Even if you were sad in this situation, even if things didn't always go according to plan, the way you wanted them to, if you had to get into your feelings because something's just hard, like because this situation was difficult, letting go of a person, moving on, no matter what that means, whether it's just moving on from a situation or person or people, there's a sense of letting go here. Just don't be sad. Don't worry about this because great things are coming in. I'm here for you is what I just heard. So if you are going through a difficult time right now, or if this transition, whatever this change is difficult for you and it brings up a level of sadness or sorrow, I feel like there's someone here that might want to let you know that they're a shoulder to cry on, that they're there for you. Because I feel like I'm talking to somebody who is there for everyone, like all the people you care about, friends, family, otherwise. You're a very devoted, loyal person, and you help get other people through difficult times. And I feel like you don't really have that type of support around you. Like, a lot of the people that you would help probably wouldn't help you, and with some of them it's not because because they don't want to. It's because whatever, maybe they don't have the ability to. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not just talking financially, because sometimes, like, say for example, there's someone you care about, and you're showing them support and you're guiding them and giving them advice and helping them through a difficult situation because you're strong, you have the ability to do that, you have the wisdom to do that, you know what I mean, and you help them through whatever situation, whatever they're going through. But then you need help and they can't help you because they're not as strong as you, they're not as wise as you, or they're not well versed in the situation. Do you know what I mean? So they'd be like, I don't even know what to say or do here, so they can't really help. They could be like, you can talk to me, but I don't really know where this is going to go. That's kind of what I feel here. So I'm talking to somebody who feels kind of alone, where it's like, where is everyone when I need them? There's going to be someone that shows up that's going to be there for you, whether they feel capable of being a helping hand or not. Comfort, intimacy, inner harmony, visit. Someone might want to come by and visit, Sometimes that's all we need, is just a hug or someone to talk to, just to take your mind off shit for a little while so you can recalibrate and recenter. If you do get upset about whatever this change is, don't look at yourself as being weak, because when you cry, when you're sad, when you feel those emotions and you express them freely or openly or just release it, even if you're alone, that's not a sign of weakness. Showing emotion and vulnerability is not weakness. It's actually a sign of strength, but someone might view themselves in like, oh, I'm in a weakened state because I'm upset, Don't think that way, because we all feel those emotions, and those who suppress are the weaker ones because they just can't face it. They don't want to deal with it, or they want to save face. Why? It's better to feel it, process it, and release it versus stew on it forever, There's a reverse shocker here. So if somebody thought that you'd be shocked about them coming forward or the situation or whatever is happening here, I kind of feel like it's reversed. So this isn't going to be a shocker to you. It's going to be a shocker to somebody else. In this situation, they might be shocked by how you handle something, or how you handle something, because I feel like it's ongoing coming up. Hand of cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. You're playing your cards right. You're playing it smart, basically, in this situation. There's multiple options here, because I just heard there's more than one way to skin a cat. It doesn't feel like people being options when we're talking about love or anything. It feels like there's multiple ways that you can handle this, or you can go about this. Alright, I want one more with hand of cards. Why is that here? Actually, I'm going to clarify that with a different deck in a second. Give me one more for Black Cat and Sorrow. I just keep wanting to say this is a good opportunity. Self-indulgence. Focus on self. It's okay to do that. Don't feel guilty when you need time for yourself as well. Because with someone who's very giving and helpful, a lot of times those types of people put themselves on the back burner. I know that firsthand, just saying. So this change is going to allow you to focus more on yourself. Even if it's something you don't really want, you know what I mean? But this doesn't feel like focusing on myself to heal and release crap. It feels like needing to focus on you for betterment of the situation, for progress. So it's like focusing on the things you want, and working towards your goals and stuff like that. Especially if you didn't have time before, your time's going to be freed up so you can be more focused on the things you love and yourself, like what you desire, basically, because that's what I feel here. I almost feel selfish for wanting to work on myself, or wanting to work on something and to spend time by myself. don't feel that way. I mean, I can't tell you how to feel, but like, don't feel guilty. Try not to feel guilty for taking time for you and doing what you want, what you love, and focusing on that stuff, because you matter. And the people around you think you matter too, because I feel like you're very helpful, like I said. But I don't know why you would feel so guilty about this. Because it feels positive and it feels good. Like, this is something you should do. You should focus on. It's like that mom mentality when it's like, okay, I want to do this, but I feel bad if I take time for myself or spend money on myself because I know that I could be buying this, I could be doing this. There's so a million and one things I could be doing, should be doing, but I'm taking time for me. Oh, how selfish am I? If you take time for yourself and you haven't all fucking year, I think you're fine, you know? But that, I can understand that mentality, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many more important things to be focused on and doing versus taking a break. Well, sometimes we need that. The Knight of Pentacles. Someone's being strategic in this situation. They're taking their sweet ass time heading your way. And if this energy isn't pertaining to you, like you're not the one that needs to focus on yourself, there's somebody else in this energy. They could have hurt your feelings, or there's just a level of sadness in this situation between you and someone where they weren't focusing on them. Maybe they were feeling that way, like, oh, I don't have time for myself, kind of thing. I don't have time to date. I don't have time for anything I fucking want, basically. So that could be why someone's moving very slowly, or why this is progressing slowly. But I feel like you've had a lot of time to think about whatever this is, or somebody else in this situation has. Then we have the stars. It's healing energy. Take time for yourself so you can recalibrate, recenter, so you can heal. There's someone in a situation that just might have needed time to heal, to work on themselves, but they were too busy doing everything else and didn't have time for them. They didn't have time to face something, to deal with it, and now they're taking charge and working on what they need to work on and doing what they want for themselves, you know, which is beautiful. That's amazing. That's probably where this change is coming in. You might question it if it's coming from another person, like, why are you talking to me now? Or why do you want to visit now? Or whatever. And it's because there's a change here. Someone's focusing more on what they want versus, it's like, appreciating the small things and living in the moment when someone wasn't before. Because they didn't know what they wanted. Unconditional love. Well, they want unconditional love, and they probably see that you've given that to them, for some of you at least. I just feel like that's your energy. You unconditionally love those around you. Doesn't matter if they fuck up, you know? I mean, as long as they're not harming you or other people, because this feels more like I made some bad choices and now you're not gonna like me, kind of thing. You're not gonna be my friend no more. This relationship went to the wayside no matter what type it is. Or because of the way things unfolded, because it took forever, you're not gonna like me. If you love someone, if you truly love them unconditionally, you'll still be there. Somebody wants to heal things with you. And I feel like it's going to be a surprise for someone. Like, whoa. Yeah, this is a shocker, but I don't know if it's going to shock you. It might shock the other person. That you'll actually be supportive or understanding, that you'll be understanding of this. Because maybe the people around them aren't. You know, like, I don't know, because I feel like I fucked up over here. So somebody screwed something up because it took forever, because their focus was in the wrong direction and they feel stupid for it. Basically, like, I shouldn't have done that. Appreciate the small things, the beauty in life. That's what this card is. The littlest fairy. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. Appreciate the small things. Enjoy the little things, you know? Somebody's seeing not just the situation, but life from a whole new lens, you know, like, it's weird too that this is coming out because I was thinking about enjoying the moment and living in the moment yesterday. And I don't know, that just kept popping in my head for some reason. Like, no matter how crazy and wild shit gets or chaotic, you know, it's like just enjoy the little moments because they don't last forever. And for some reason, Link was super. He was attached to me like fucking Velcro yesterday. And like, he was so cuddly. And it was like, it was the best. I love it when they do that. And they don't do it often because they're 13 months now, so they like to crawl around and play and, you know, anything but sit still, you know? So I'm gonna cry thinking about it. It was a beautiful moment, you know, and it happened off and on all day. And heroes like that sometimes, it just depends. But that's what I was thinking of, is like these precious little moments. They don't last forever. I mean, they won't with the twins because they won't be with me much longer. They're going back with their mother soon. We're working towards that transitionary phase now, which is gonna make me cry. It's a blessing. It's bittersweet. But anyways, kids grow up anyways, you know what I mean? So even if, you know, they were here forever, those little moments at that age and stuff, they don't last forever. So, you know, Spirit's basically saying, I'm gonna cry my ass off now. Well, I was just talking about don't feel like crying and showing emotion as weakness, because it isn't, its strength, because it happens and that's how we feel. But just enjoy the small things, enjoy the time you have with people, the interactions, and even the chaos in life, because sometimes the craziness can be a blessing all in itself, where it's like, oh, it makes life exciting, you know what I mean? Because at least I'm not fucking bored. Maybe someone in this energy was bored. They're bored with their life. And maybe they were looking at you in a certain way, like, ugh, I wouldn't want to be around you or part of your life because your life is so chaotic and there's this and that and shit's always going on. Well, it keeps life interesting. It's better than being fucking bored. That's what I want to say with that. I don't know why. But anyways, I'm going to pull... I'm going to pull one of these because those are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, unconditional love and appreciate the small things, you know? Because it's just like, it's a country song, I don't know the name of it, but it's when, like, the dogs are barking and the kids are screaming, and when the fucking repairman shows up and it's like, you're gonna miss this. I think that's the name of the song, You're Gonna Miss This. When you're apologizing for, I'm sorry for everything going on and the ruckus, the ruckus and the whatever, I don't know, I can't even think of words right now. Just the chaos, basically. It's like, oh, I just wish this would be over. But then you look back, and when the chaos is gone, like the kids have grown, time has passed, the situation changes, no matter if kids are involved or not, it's like, now it's quiet. I miss the crazy. Maybe someone feels that way about you. Like, you could have brought like that energy, that vibrant energy their way, and they were like, whoa, this is too much for me, and now they miss it because it ain't there no more. Like, I didn't think that's what I wanted, but that is what I want. Like, it's more interesting. Because you just never know. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to fucking get. Yeah, the slow energy here. I'm putting the fucking turtle back because I don't know. For some reason, I just don't want the slow shit. It's like, I don't know. Because I wanted to say there's no need to slow down. So, I don't know why I said that. There's no need to slow down. Alright. For some, like, I'm not even thinking of anything right now. But I just want to keep crying. Like, I just felt the tears wanting to well back up in my eyes. And I don't know why, because there wasn't a specific thought in my head that was making that. Well, sorrow's the first fucking card here, just saying. Money could be coming in for some of you. But I feel like if you're worried about your stability, I wouldn't be, because there's something beautiful coming in for you. There's a financial win here. It doesn't feel like lottery and shit. It just feels like, when you play your cards right and you're dedicated to something, like your hard work's paying off, financially especially. We have first aid, recovery mode, and rip off the band-aid. It's time to take a chance. It's time to take a risk, because that's on the hand of cards. Someone was like trying to be smart about something and taking their time behind the scenes, because I don't feel like this person's around you talking to you or anything, especially if we're talking about somebody else. They've just been gone, distant. Like, even if they're working on shit and thinking about shit, it's not in your reality. They're not around you doing any of this. There's no action towards you. It's just very slow. It's time to take a chance. It's time to rip off the band-aid and say what you need to say and do what you need to do, or you're gonna miss a fucking opportunity. Live in the moment, because tomorrow's never fucking promised, is what I want to say, especially with this appreciate the small things, because you never know when your day is going to be the last or when somebody else's is, because a million and one things can happen in life. And even though I'm psychic and I have these gifts and abilities, and I do know a lot. I know a lot about what's going on with different people, myself included. Sometimes with myself it's a little foggy, it just depends. But that's usually how it goes, especially when you are a reader or a psychic. You get insights on your own life, but they're not always as clear, because we have an ego and we tend to second guess ourselves, like, I don't know, or question shit more when it pertains to us. When you're too close to something, you question the crap out of it. But anyways, regardless of that, it's like, I might know a lot, but I don't know everything, and I don't know when people will die. Like, for example, I know a roundabout, but I don't know exactly when. So like right before my Mimi passed, it was weird too, because I don't even remember if I knew that she was in a home or not, because I hadn't spoken to her, and I think I knew she was in a home, but I didn't know like how much she was deteriorating at the time, because it was just, life. We get carried away with it, and I didn't see her at the very end. I saw her quite a bit before, she started like declining basically, but I didn't know what was going on with her medically. I really didn't. And I remember standing by my window. This is gonna make me cry too. What the fuck? Everything in this reading is gonna make me cry. But anyways, I was standing by my window, and I felt like I was having a heart attack out of nowhere. I'm just standing there, and I was looking out the window, and I remember I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, because this was before I fully understood that I could sense how people passed, or that I was sensing spirits and how they passed and whatever. Like, I knew that I could speak to the dead, but it was in blips at the time. I wasn't like woke, This was August 2016. And at least I believe that's when it was. It's a while ago. But anyways, so I was new to everything, I guess you could say, and new to those experiences, because my gifts they hit me all at once at one point, but they would just like fluctuate and pop up here and there, and I'd be like, oh, what's this? Like, it was just very, I don't know, it was a learning curve. But regardless, I was standing there and I got hit with like the heart attack feeling, and I'm going, oh my god, like what the fuck is this? And then my face turned beet red, just my cheeks, and I smelt brute, and I'm like, Bumpy, that's my Bumpy. And the second I said that and it popped in my head, the pain stopped, and I was like, oh, okay, so that's Bumpy's talking to me right now. And when I recognized it, I heard Mimi's gonna pass on Saturday. And I'm like, what? Mimi's gonna die on Saturday? And I heard around 11 or something. Like, I wasn't sure the exact time, but that's what he told me. He literally came to me and said, Mimi's gonna pass on Saturday. And I'll never forget it, because I went downstairs and I told my mom, because my mom still lived with me, or I lived with her at the time. The other way around. But anyways, um, and I told her, I was like, it was weird too, because I think my mom had just talked to my grandmother, which is my Mimi's daughter and my mom's mom. But anyways, I think she had just spoken to her and said that Mimi had just went into hospice. And I didn't even know that, because my mom didn't tell me until I went downstairs and I said, Bumpy just came to me, and I explained what I just said. And I said, he said she's going to pass away on Saturday. And my mom's like, no, she isn't. She'll probably pass way before then. She's going into hospice. My mother just told me she's not doing well. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe she will. I was like, but Bumpy told me that she's going to pass on Saturday. And guess what she did? She died that Saturday around 11. I can't remember if it was 11 a.m. or 11:30, or if that's when we got the call. But I was like, holy fucking shitballs. I mean, yeah, that was spirit telling me when someone would pass, but that's someone close to me, you know? And I didn't know until it was like days before. It wasn't like a year before I was told so and so's gonna pass on blah 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 day, you know what I mean? So when it gets close to the passing of someone, if spirit wants me to know, they'll tell me, and they legit told me the day and time, and I'm like, holy fucking whoa. That was crazy. It really was. I was blown away, because I'm still blown away by it, to be honest. But that's just how it works. And, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, especially personally, I share it so that, you know, because I like to share my experiences, so you guys have a better understanding of when things happen to you. But it's also so that you'll pay attention and listen when other people say things, because just because you don't experience it doesn't mean that it's not true, or that it's not happening, that's not real, you know? Because psychic messages and visions and mediumship is very different than a hallucination and being delusional or delusions, you know? It is very different. The psychiatrist at the fucking mental place that they sent me to with that crazy energy even explained that to me, because I was still in touch with reality. I knew exactly what was going on. It wasn't a hallucination or a delusion. There's a big difference. There really is. But not everyone thinks of it that way. And I know it's a blessing, even if nobody else understands or cares, to see, hear, listen, pay attention. It's not my problem. It's not my path. It's not my journey. And it's not yours either. So if you deal with stuff like this, if you have those experiences, or different ones, you know, just spiritual experiences, don't downgrade your experiences and your intuition and your gifts because other people don't take notice. Because that's your journey, not theirs. Those who want to follow, those who stand by you, who are there for you through it all, those are the ones that belong. The other ones don't really fucking matter, you know? Someone needs to really say something. I just heard, I know a lot, but I don't know everything. And that is the truth with me. And that's the truth with every fucking person on this planet. And the second someone thinks they know everything, they need to take a fucking seat, because they don't. No single person will ever know everything. So it's good to be around like-minded people, so that, you know, if you share experiences, that's how we learn and grow, because, you know, I might know this and you don't, but you know that and I don't. So together, now we both know. Do you know what I mean? Traveling, long distance, new faces, new places. Someone at a distance has something to say. Because I don't feel like you're traveling. I mean, some of you could be, but this feels like not only new experiences, but there's someone at a distance who potentially wants to spend time with you. Enlightenment, because they're figuring something out. They were blocked off before. There's a revelation here. I don't know, I feel like somebody screwed up along the way, basically. Give me more on this traveling. That was traveling. More on traveling. Long distance, new faces. I just heard don't even bother, so I don't know what that's about. Ace of Wands. It's a new opportunity. It's an idea. It's about taking action. Someone wants to take action in a situation. It's time to bite the bullet. You know, rip off the Band-Aid, like I said. Strength and Two of Swords. Whatever was confusing you before, whatever you were toying with or somebody else was toying with, I feel like you figured it out. I don't know why I want to mention this right now, because I don't see how it really fits in here, but maybe this has happened to some of you before, either in the same context or different. But it was weird because yesterday I was in Walmart and I had to exchange some pants for my son and then get him a smaller size, which is good. So at least he's losing some weight. Happy about that. But anyways, I was in the men's section and I was on a mission, you know, get in pants, and I was also going to look at Halloween decorations because hell fucking yeah, you know. Anyways, I love that shit. I'm like, I'm not buying anything, but I want to see what they have. So anyways, I'm just in the fucking store, and all of a sudden, I just touched a pair of pants, and I heard, I love in a name. I'm not going to name the name, but I kept hearing that like a mantra in my head. Like, I'll just say, we'll say Joe, like, I don't know, John Doe. We'll say Doe as the name, so fuck it, because we don't know who the hell this is for and what it's about. But I kept hearing, I love Doe, I love Doe, I love Doe. And I was like, what the fuck is that popping in my head out of nowhere? And it was like somebody was chanting it in my head. But I wasn't thinking of this person. And I was like, where the fuck? It came out so randomly. Like, I was like, where the fuck is this coming from? I don't know if any of you experience that, where it's a random thought and it sounds like somebody's repeating something to you over and over and over, and it's like, what? Because you know when you want to remember something, so you repeat it to yourself, and it would be like, okay, I need milk at the store. I need milk. Okay, I should remember now. But if you want to send something to someone telepathically, like if somebody's trying to talk to you in that way, especially if they know that you're capable of it, they might be trying to send it your way. And if you try to send something someone's way, you're going to repeat it to yourself, whether it's in your mind or you're literally saying it. So if you want someone to think that, whatever it is, you know, whatever they need, because I mean, I know that people have done this to me. My daughter's done it. Like, she'll be in the car, and if she wants me to hurry up, like say I ran into the store and she's waiting in the car, if she wants me to grab something, or actually her father's done this to me before too, where he won't even text me, oh yeah, that did happen, but they'll repeat what they're saying so that hopefully I'll pick up on it, because Emma's like, oh, I'm so glad you got that, you got the message. She'll say that sometimes because I'll randomly be like, oh, we need this, and I'll grab it, and then she'll be like, oh, you got the message, I was sitting in the car going, get this like trying to send it to you. And sometimes it comes through, sometimes it doesn't, because it just depends on what thoughts I acknowledge and what thoughts I don't, like depending on what comes in. But like my ex has done that to me before, where when was it? Oh yeah, it was when he was getting transported to the hospital, which was so fucked up because I kept seeing signs about it the whole time, and like hospital, and he kept popping in my head, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I felt this urge to drive towards Naples area, and I'm like, why? I don't want to go out here, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So I start going, and I'm like, I don't really want to be out here, but I drove right past, because I just did what I felt. I drove right past the doctor's office, and there was an ambulance there, and I'm like, oh, I wonder who's going in the ambulance. And I heard something about possible cardiac, and I was like, oh, maybe somebody had a heart attack or something, I don't know. And then I turn around and I start heading home, like in the direction of home, and I kept hearing, turn around, and I'm like, I don't want to turn around, I was just out there, there's nothing fucking out there. And then I wasn't looking at my phone because I was driving, and everyone who knows me knows that I don't answer very quickly when I'm in the vehicle. But anyways, for some reason, I heard, look at your phone, like, get your phone. So I'm like, okay, where's my phone? And right as I grab it, there's a phone call, and it's from my kid's father. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And he's like, I'm getting transported to the hospital because his blood pressure was so out of control and shit. So it was like cardiovascular, basically. But he was the one getting loaded in the ambulance that I drove by. And I was prompted to go there. And he knew that I wouldn't answer the phone. And he told me at the hospital, I'm like, I'll meet you there. When I went there, he goes, I was literally texting and like going, answer your phone, Jess, answer your phone, answer your phone. He goes, and you did. I was like, yeah, because it popped in my head. I'm like, I need my phone. Where the fuck's my phone? I didn't hear answer my phone. I heard, get your phone. Where's your phone? Phone. Like, I needed my phone. And the second I grabbed it, there he was. And he was chanting it to me. So that shit is real. Just saying. I don't know why I'm going off on that. But there could be some clarity coming up with shit like that as well. Oh, I heard don't do it. So if somebody knows that you're capable of that, don't send bad shit, because trust me, it will backfire and blow up in your face. That could have already happened in this situation, or it could be coming up. Alright. I think I'm going to leave this one here. Actually, I'm going to pull one of these Path of Shadow cards, and then I'm going to leave this one alone. Because I feel like there's a lot of changes coming in here. There's a new perspective, either regarding you, a situation, what happened in the past, or what's coming up. Somebody is seeing something differently. They're releasing a block that they created within themselves, you know, or that they created in this situation. If they blocked you, pushed you away, did anything like that. I just feel like I really got to think about this. So somebody needs to think about their actions and whatever happened here. I don't know. I feel like there's a positive outcome. So that's good. You know, because we all screw up. We all make mistakes, especially when we don't know what's going on and we don't understand things, you know. Nobody's fucking perfect. As long as they're not causing physical harm or abusing another person or anything like that, then pretty much everything is forgivable except for bad shit like that. You know, when you have shit intentions and you're a rotten human being, that shit doesn't need to be forgiven. What the fuck? The card that came out is the one that isn't even supposed to be in this deck. Path of Shadows Guidebook. There's a code for you. I just heard you crack the code. So there's a code that's going on, or that you're being shown, and you might have cracked it. You figured something out, basically. There's no guidebook to life. There's no guidebook to parenting. There's no guidebook to relationships. Which is why people make shit choices and fuck up a lot, you know? Because this says Path of Shadows Guidebook, which, yeah, you have to scan this little code to get the information. It's a process. So there's something you have to figure out in order to get the information, or for the information to be clear. This is a direct connection. And there's, like, with connections, whether it's you're directly connected to a specific person or many people, or you can be at different times depending on what your capabilities are, especially when we're talking about telepathic communication, there's no guidebook on how to handle that information, on how to utilize it, on how to understand it. There really isn't. You have to learn it on your own and figure it out and go, like, work with it accordingly. And that unfolds and happens over time. So if anything happened that was unsavory or bad, or seemed kind of like, it wasn't done on purpose. So if you didn't make the best choices all the time during a learning curve, whether it was spiritually or otherwise, that's okay because you were learning. You're trying to figure something out. And I just feel like whatever this is, it was done with love, the best of intentions. You know, it's not like you were maliciously out there causing problems. If any problems came up because of you trying to figure something out, that wasn't an intentional thing, and you won't be punished for that. I'm just saying, or maybe somebody's realizing that, like, oh shit, you didn't intentionally do whatever. It just kind of happened that way. So we have, I've never seen this one. So new shit is coming out. Dun dun dun. I can't fucking read. Observatory. Anyways, a little piece in a cosmic puzzle. Yeah, this is, anyways, what I was just talking about. Universe only reveals its secret if you dare to dance in the starry dazzle. You're never going to understand the code. You're never going to understand the secrets of life, of the universe, spirit, whatever, if you don't learn to dance in the motherfucking rain. You know what I mean? If you don't learn to enjoy the magic of life, to see the magic in a situation. And I'm not talking about hoodoo voodoo. I'm talking about just the beauty of life, because life is magical all in itself. If you think about just the birth of a child, how it all starts from conception to the time they're born is magic. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like how we can basically come from nothing and be a human. That's magic all in itself. Plants, everything. That's the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? How do you get a flower from a seed? You look at a little seed and you're like, what the fuck's that gonna end up being? And it's like, oh, whoa. Planting a seed. What's that gonna turn out to be? Holy shit, something great's coming in for you. Cauldron. Intention, alchemy, manifestation. Your manifestations are coming in. Even if you don't see it right now, it's swirling all about you. Something's coming in. And I just want to be like, yes, like finally. So something good's coming in, which is great. I just wanted to tell you I'm so proud of you. I don't know why that just popped in my head. I don't know what you're doing, what you've accomplished, but I just want to say I'm so proud of who you are, what you represent, and all that you've achieved and gone through. Like you're strong. You came out on the other side, which is amazing, because you had faith, not only in yourself. Even if you lost faith within yourself at times, you had faith in the process. And you just allowed shit to happen and figured it out along the way, because that's how life works. But anyways, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.